Nobody is coming. Read that again. Nobody is coming. Not to save you, not to fix your life, not to force you to chase your dreams, not to drag you out of bed, not to build your future, not to become the person you're capable of becoming. Nobody. And for some people, that's a terrifying thought. But for others, it's the moment their life changes forever. Because the day you realize nobody is coming is the day you stop waiting. You stop waiting for motivation. You stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting for support. You stop waiting for perfect circumstances. You stop waiting for a miracle, and you start taking responsibility. Most people are addicted to waiting. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for confidence. Waiting for certainty. Waiting for inspiration. Waiting for life to magically become easier. But life doesn't reward waiting. Life rewards action. Think about it. How many dreams have died because someone decided to wait? How many businesses never started? How many books were never written? How many opportunities were missed? How many lives stayed average? Not because people lacked talent, because they kept postponing action. The world is full of intelligent people, talented people, gifted people, people with enormous potential. Yet most never become extraordinary. Why? Because potential means absolutely nothing without execution. Nothing. Potential is cheap. Execution is rare. Every year, millions of people set goals. They promise themselves, "This is my year. This time I'll change. This time I'll be disciplined. This time I'll become better." Then a few weeks pass. The motivation fades. The excitement disappears. And they return to the same habits, the same routines, the same life. Why? Because motivation was doing all the work, and motivation is unreliable. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is dependable. Motivation shows up when it wants. Discipline shows up because it has to. The people you admire aren't successful because they feel motivated every day. They don't. Nobody does. The difference is that they learned how to act even when motivation disappears, especially when motivation disappears. Anybody can work when they're inspired. Anybody can work when they're excited. Anybody can work when everything feels easy. But can you work when you're tired? Can you work when nobody believes in you? Can you work when progress is invisible? Can you work when results aren't showing up? That's where lives change. Most people quit too early, not because success wasn't possible, because the reward wasn't immediate. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification, instant entertainment, instant delivery, instant validation, instant results. But the most valuable things in life are slow, very slow. Strength is slow, confidence is slow, wisdom is slow, mastery is slow, success is slow, transformation is slow. The problem is that people want the result without respecting the process. Imagine planting a seed. You water it every day. You protect it. You nurture it. For weeks, nothing happens. Months pass. Still nothing impressive. Most people quit here. They assume nothing is growing. But underneath the surface, the roots are expanding, preparing, building, getting stronger. That's exactly how your life works. Progress is often invisible before it becomes obvious. The strongest foundations are built in silence. The strongest people are built in silence. The strongest minds are built in silence, long before anyone notices. The gym teaches this lesson perfectly. Nobody becomes strong after one workout. Nobody becomes fit after 1 week. Nobody transforms overnight. The transformation happens through repetition. Day after day, week after week, month after month. The same principle applies to everything. Want confidence? Keep promises to yourself, repeatedly. Want discipline? Do difficult things consistently. Want success? Execute when others hesitate. Repeatedly. Life isn't complicated. It's repetitive. The problem is that most people underestimate repetition. They underestimate small choices, small habits, small decisions. Yet those small things eventually become your entire life. One missed workout doesn't matter. One does not. But 1,000 do. One wasted day doesn't matter. But hundreds do. One excuse doesn't matter. But years of excuses do. Life is built through accumulation, not moments. Everything compounds. Your habits compound. Your discipline compounds. Your confidence compounds. Your knowledge compounds. Even your excuses compound. The question isn't whether you're compounding. The question is what you're compounding. Every day you're either becoming stronger or weaker, more disciplined or less disciplined, more focused or more distracted, more courageous or more fearful. There is no neutral. Life keeps moving, and so do you. One day you'll wake up, you'll look around, and you'll realize you've become somebody. The question is, will you like who you've become? Because whether you realize it or not, you're building your future self right now. With today's actions, today's habits, today's standards, today's excuses, today's discipline. Everything counts. Everything. The future version of you is watching, not literally, but metaphorically. The person you'll become 10 years from now is being shaped by today's choices, and that person will either thank you or resent you. Imagine meeting your future self. Imagine they walk into the room. Would they shake your hand? Would they be proud? Would they say, "Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for staying disciplined. Thank you for believing when nobody else did"? Or would they ask, "Why did you wait? Why did you quit? Why did you settle?" Those questions matter, because one day they'll stop being hypothetical. One day they'll become reality. One day you'll live inside the future you're creating right now. Nobody is coming, and that's not bad news. It's the best news you'll ever hear, because it means the responsibility is yours. But so is the power to change, the power to improve, the power to rebuild, the power to become. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need guarantees. You don't need perfect conditions. You need action, repeated action, relentless action. Start before you're ready. Start before you're confident. Start before you're certain. Because confidence comes from action, not before action. The strongest people in the world weren't born different. They simply stopped waiting, stopped negotiating, stopped making excuses, stopped expecting someone else to save them. And the moment they did, everything changed. Because the truth is simple. Nobody is coming. No hero. No rescue. No perfect moment. No miracle. Just you. Your choices. Your discipline. Your actions. Your future. And that's enough. More than enough. Because the life you want has never been waiting for someone else. It's been waiting for you.